Let us learn about the Indo-Pak War of 1965. Let us see its history, who has been the aggressor, what were the consequences of the war, and how events have unfurled during the period of war, what were the background of the war. During the year 1965, there was a political vacuum in the country, India, because of the death of Panditji on 27th May 1964. So, the President of Pakistan, Ayub Khan, has seized this opportunity to wage war against India in order to capture Kashmir. He felt that India's army's morale was less due to the 1962 Indo-Sino War, and PM Shastri ji, who has succeeded Pandit ji to be the Prime Minister of India during a period of crisis, because India was under the drought season during the year 1964. Due to the failure of monsoon, the crop yield was very less. Shastriji has inherited a country who has recently got independence from a colonial British rule and which has lost two of its greatest leaders, Mahatma Gandhi and Jawaharlal Nehru. So Shastriji has also been burdened with the failure of crop season in the country. With the failure of monsoon, there was a food crisis in the country. And the President Ayub Khan, having seized this opportunity in order to take an aggressive military step and wage a war against a country, he has been preparing to hatch this job in order to gain Kashmir. Pakistan has also acquired superior weapons from the United States and has strengthened their relations with China. The two most neighbors of our country being an aggressor is an unfortunate geography and a reality for India to live with. The immediate trigger for the war of 1965 was the arrest of Sheikh Abdullah, who was a political leader in Kashmir. He has been alleged to begin plotting against the Indian Union to free Kashmir from India or to secessionist activities. It has also been alleged that he met Chinese Prime Minister Zhou Enlai on March 1965 at Algiers, which is the capital of Algeria. So it has been alleged that he has been plotting with the Chinese to secede from India and to go against the Indian Union. This opportunity was seen as a golden chance by Ayub Khan to wage war against India and seize Kashmir. He felt that the locals would support him if he wages a war against country and annex Kashmir into Pakistan. The plan of attack was to capture Amritsar or any other Indian territory so that he could bargain for Kashmir later, or either go for international arbitration and get Kashmir as an exchange. His plan was devised as three phases. He chose Amritsar because it is very close to the Indian border, very close to Lahore. So it has been an ideal spot by him. And he also knows that Punjab is the rich harvest place of India. So due to the monsoon failure, he thought that if he annexes Amritsar, India would have no other choice but to give Kashmir to him in exchange for Amritsar. The attack was planned as three phases. Initially, the Pakistan army has seized the territories of Run of Kutch, which has still been a disputed territory where the clear boundaries are still to be recognized officially by both the countries, because LOC was not yet completely defined till 1965. It was established only during the Kargil War of 1999. So he has annexed disputed territories to see India's response. Shastriji, being the Prime Minister at the period, has took a wait and see approach, so that he said that India would fight a battle to its own choice, time and place. He didn't want to put the lives of his army at risk. He wanted to take the war at a time and place which would be beneficial and strategic for the country to win. He has taken a wise decision in this manner. The Pakistan army felt India was weak at this point and decided to proceed with its second plan by launching an operation called Operation Gibraltar, where infiltrators were sent into Kashmir not to gather local support, give them weapons, and annex the region of Kashmir, fight against the local army. But Indian army was quick in its response and sealed all the passes that would provide as a pathway for infiltrators to enter into Kashmir, and also has secured the entire ceasefire line. The name Gibraltar is the port region which lies between the Mediterranean Sea and Atlantic Ocean, which is considered to be a rock because the British Empire used to control this region. It is a major trading hub for ships moving from Atlantic Ocean to Mediterranean to Europe, Asia, and Africa. So, Ayub Khan felt that his plan would be as a rock solid plan and he would be able to achieve his objectives and get the Kashmir that he want. He felt that India would be stepping into the mouth of a crocodile. But Operation Gibraltar was a failure because Indian army has taken swift response against the infiltrators and the locals of Kashmir have also denied to support Pakistan. With that he launched a second operation with Operation Grand Slam where Pak troops have infiltrated beyond the Indian borders, that is beyond borders, international borders of India and Pakistan. This has been an immediate trigger for both countries to enter into war. Shastriji, being a strategic man, being a wise man, he has immediately opened a new front into the Punjab plains to backfire the own plan of Pakistanis. So, to their surprise, he has launched a campaign to attack Lahore and capture Lahore. So this war was fought during the months of August to September of 1965, where India has captured 1920 square kilometers of Pakistani territory and Pakistan has captured 550 square kilometers of Indian territory. Under the United Nations Security Council's pressure, both sides have agreed to observe a ceasefire and put an end to the war. But India, being having an advantageous position, even decided to go for peace rather than war. This peace was under the Tashkent Agreement, which was under USSR until 1966 because USSR broke down only in the year 1991. This agreement has stated that both the parties to return to pre-war positions and peaceful transfer of prisoners of wars and also to restore their economic and diplomatic relations and to not interfere in internal matters of other countries. But the critics have criticized this agreement, saying it did not contain any future no war clause for mutual peace, and India had to withdraw from strategic Hajir air pass and also strategic gains it has made during this fight. It has been widely criticized. But this agreement has been lauded by other countries, saying India has always chosen the path of peace rather than being an aggressor. During this time, when a wise man who has inherited a country of drought under political vacuum with a less morale of the people due to the Sino-India war has passed away under mysterious circumstances. The death of Shastriji is still a big mystery for common people. It has been unknown under what circumstances suddenly a prime minister has lost his life in Tashkent. With this war, Shastriji has not only proved his capability that he is a well-wise man and also a strategic and courageous person to lead a country. During this period, he has given a motto, Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, which is still famous today. His motto was to strengthen the morale of farmers and army person to make the country prosper. All these events forced India to develop a nuclear weapon. Nuclear weapon has now become a necessity rather than a luxury for India for its safety. With two hostile neighbors, it is a need rather than a desire for the country. During the period of 1966, only US, UK, USSR, France and China, Russia, that is USSR and France and China had nuclear weapons. So through his actions, Shastriji has proved that he is not as simple as he looks. To this great personality, we owe our gratitude. If you find the video informative, please subscribe to my channel.